The only person who should know where you're going is you. Everyone around you will have some kind of a thought or a feeling about the life that you're living, but it's your choice whether you listen to them or not. If you do decide to listen to these people, it could alter the course of your entire life. But if you choose to listen to yourself and stay the course of your journey, there will be opportunities that come to you that grant you access to creating the life that you want to live and transforming your life in ways you didn't think were possible. You can only do this, though, when the only input you have that is in reference to the work that you do is you. When your input comes from other people, there is no telling how this can affect the work that we do and our motivation and our reasoning to get it done. When you see someone else not fulfilling their own mission and their own goals, and you allow them to have an opinion about yours, what effect do you think this will have? Is it a positive one? If you answered no, then it's good that you have a response to this. Some inputs from other people can be useful, so it's not a good idea to completely ignore the ideas of other people entirely. But we need to be aware of what thoughts create a positive result for us and which ones create a negative one. For example, at your workplace, you decide you want to tell people about this new thing you want to start doing. Or maybe it's something you've already started. In choosing to tell someone else at this place, it could be your friend or a work colleague, the news gets out. Suddenly, everyone now knows about what that new thing is that you're doing. But not everyone has something nice to say about it. Someone could say, well, I just think you're wasting your time. Or, yeah, I'd never want to do anything like that. Or, I don't know, I don't know why you would. Or maybe they go as far as to insult you and make a mockery out of you for doing it. They decide to make fun of you. These are the thoughts, these are the opinions and the people we should be avoiding if we want to pursue our goals. The reason why is if you decide to stay in an environment surrounded with people like this, the positive energy and internal reinforcement required to overcome the negative ones coming externally to you is so much higher than if you weren't in that situation at all. Imagine what you could do with the same amount of drive and energy and interest in the goals you want to pursue if you weren't in an environment like that at all. Now, let's take this one step further. And this is the part that I actually love. Imagine you were living a life where everyone around you supported you and encouraged you to pursue the life you want to live. What would your life look like? Let's say right now you make the decision to disregard and never care again about what anyone else thinks about you. What would you do? What would you start doing? How would you feel? How would you start to feel knowing that it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks about you? You'd start to feel empowered, like anything and everything is possible. You'd become confident and confident in the things that you know. Things that you have experience in. This confidence would trickle down over in time in every asset of your life and your being. You'd start, new things with new people, knowing that you have no limitations, that you can achieve anything and everything that you want to. This is the power of shifting your thoughts from caring what everyone thinks to not giving a single drop of your being to any thought made from anyone else. This mental shift allows you to feel completely indifferent when people mock you or come with negative energy towards you, and to feel uplifted and appreciated by the people who recognize the value you're bringing to the people around you. You've got one life, and do you really want to spend living it caring about what everyone else has to say about you, about what everyone else has to think about you? Who cares? Life is too short to not go out there and do what is needed to do to change your life. I used to second guess myself all the time when I knew someone else had something to say about it. Now that I couldn't care less, I act freely and always do as I please. I can make conversation with any person I bump into on the street. I can learn anything that I want. I can comment on any subject or any topic that there is, to comment on with how I truly feel about it. You should feel that way too. Let's take this to the next level. I can't imagine my life any other way now now that I don't care about what people think. When good energy comes my way, I'm always ready to receive. And when negative energy wants to try and do something, no matter how hard it tries, it could never affect me. The same concept about you, or the same in the same concept, where you can't pour from an empty cup. You have to have something in your cup before you start to trying to pour into other people's. You can only do that once you start focusing on the cup that you have and pay no attention to the cup that everyone else is holding. To get yourself out of the mental head state that you're in, where you think that you can't do something. That's the thinking that has to stop right now. Whether you think you're right or you're wrong, you're right. If you think you can't do something, then guess what? You can't do it. However, if you start to change your beliefs and see what's really possible, you can start to do anything. The belief you have in yourself starts when it starts coming from you. If you rely on anyone else for motivation, for a good enough reason for you to go out there and achieve your dreams, then that is the foundation you're building for yourself. If you want to make a change in your life, you have to change. Your thoughts have to change. Anything you want to do is possible. You can go anywhere you want to go, but it's your choice to make the actions that are required to take you there. You have to look at yourself and see on the most basic fundamental level whether you really enjoy what it is that you're hoping to move forward with. If you do enjoy it, genuinely, it's something that you know that you love to do. Allow nothing to get in your way and allow nothing to stop you. It's when you start seeing or hearing other people say, oh no, but this, oh no, but that. And that's when you start to stop and no progress gets made. Progress gets made when you stop listening to other people and start listening to yourself. How can anyone possibly know what is best for you? You want to start martial arts, go train. You want to start writing or reading a book, sit down and get going. You want to change your career because it's not really what you want to do with your life. Then create a vision, including what it is that you want to do, and let's start making some progress. If you want to make clothes or films and documentaries, whatever you want to do, you can do it. But the input, the drive, the reasons you have for doing what it is you want to do has to come from you and you only. No one else can give you your purpose. No one else can sit there and tell you that what you're doing isn't the right thing to do, okay? Or that it's a waste of your time, or it's not the best thing for you to be doing with your time, okay? What happens when you allow these thoughts, the thoughts of other people limiting your belief and limiting what potential you have? What happens when you start listening to them? Or worse, what happens when you start to take them seriously? Your thoughts lead to your actions, and the choices you make with what actions you do will define you. Nobody can ever claim to know the future and or be able to guess or take a guess at what life will throw at you. But I can guarantee that if you continue to allow what other people have to say into your mind, and you take what other people say seriously, yeah, when you know they do not have you or your future at their best interest, and they, for whatever reason, okay, and whatever reason, have no filter and just have to tell you what's on their mind, do not pay attention and do not care. The only person that should care about what actions you take to create the life you want to live is you. Remember, the only one that can make it happen, okay, is you. No one else can, because no one else is going to do it for you. All right? Well done, guys. Keep it up. Okay, stay blessed. Keep going. Proud of you.